Hi students, my name is Johnson. Today we are going to talk about chapter 4 atomic structure. And today our topic is discovery of protons and discovery of neutrons. Okay students, last class we discussed about atoms, Dalton's atomic theory, subatomic particles and discovery of electrons. What is meant by atoms? Okay, all of you know the matter. Matter is present everywhere. Okay, so all matter is composed of atoms. Okay, the atom are the building blocks of matter. An atom is an extremely very small particle. Okay, the Indian philosopher the Maharishi Kannad said that if we go on dividing matter, we will get smaller and smaller particles of matter. Okay, so he proposed that matter is made up of very small particles called Parmanu. Okay, the first name of atom is Parmanu. What is meant by compound and molecule? Compound means, see, an element can exist as a molecule when it combines with same or different elements. Okay, so when an element combines with other elements consisting of different types of atoms, it is known as compound. Okay, so all the compounds are molecules, but all the molecules are not compounds. Okay, listen it students. See, for example, H2. Okay, the two hydrogens are there, so H2, O2, Cl2, these are two molecules, same elements. Okay, so these are called as molecules of elements. Okay, same element, HH, OO, like that. Okay, now molecules of elements, as they are formed of atoms of same type. Molecules of compounds means like H2O, NaCl, CO2. These are the molecules of compounds because different elements. Okay, H, hydrogen one element, oxygen one element, like that. That is H2O. And then NaCl, sodium plus chlorine. Okay, sodium chloride. Then CO2. So these are the different types of elements. We call it as molecules. So these molecules of compounds, as they are formed of atoms of different types of elements. Okay, I already told that Indian philosopher Maharishi Kannad, he only tell it is made up of very small particle. The matter is made up of very small particles called Parmanu. Laterly, John Dalton called these particles by the name of atom. Okay, so John Dalton called as an atom. Okay, next, Dalton's atomic theory. Before going that, okay, the word atom means indivisible. Okay, something which cannot be divided further. And see, another Indian philosopher also, the Pagoda Katyayama, he told, okay, that atoms are Parmanu, whatever may be, it is a particles of matter. Atoms or Parmanu normally exist in a combined form, and various combinations of particles give us various kinds of matter. So this combined form of atoms is now called molecules. Okay students, so atom plus atom, we call it as molecules. Okay, listen it student. See, Dalton atomic theory. Okay, in 1808 Dalton put forward his atomic theory. Okay, so he tells that all matter is made up of very tiny indivisible particle. The number one is all the matter is made up of very small particles called atoms, and second one, atoms cannot be divided, atoms can neither be created nor destroyed, atoms of various kinds, there are as many kinds of atoms as are elements. Okay, and all the atoms of a given element are identical, having the same mass, size and chemical properties. And sixth point, he tells atoms of different elements differ in mass, size and chemical properties. Okay, seventh one, the number and kind of atoms in a given compound is fixed. Eighth one, during chemical combination, atoms of different elements combine in small whole numbers to form compounds like CO2, HCl. For HCl, 1:1 ratio. CO to 1:2 like that, and then water 2:1, hydrogen to oxygen 1, like that, small whole numbers to form compounds. And then atoms of a same element can combine in more than one ratio to form more than one compound. And after that, subatomic particles. What is by subatomic particles? These particles are called as fundamental particles. Which one? Electrons, protons and neutrons. Okay. So these are the subatomic particles. Discovery of electrons. What I told, discovery of electrons, J.J. Thomson in 1897 he proposed discovery of he discovered the electrons. How? He passed electricity at high voltage through a gas at very low pressure taken in a discharge tube. Discharge tube in a glass tube which is closed at both ends. Okay. So two metal plates are attached at each end of the glass tube. Okay, students, these metal plates are called as electrodes. Okay. So one side the metal plate attached to negative terminal of high voltage, that is we call as cathode. Another one is anode, and the metal plate attached to positive terminal of high voltage source is called anode. Okay. And he doing a stream of minute particles were given out by the cathode. So only this called as an that cathode means negative element, negative electrode. So these streams of particles are called as cathode rays. Why we call as a cathode rays? Because they come out of cathode particle. Okay, because they come out of cathode. The important point is the mass and charge of the cathode ray particles does not depend on the nature of gas taken in the discharge tube. See students, cathode ray consists of small negatively charged particle called electrons. Okay, the negatively charged particles called electrons. The very important thing is all the gases form cathode rays. Even maybe helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, whatever may be, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, all the gases form cathode rays. It was concluded that all the atoms contain negatively charged particles called electrons. Okay. So these electrons are negatively charged particles. Okay. They carry a negative charge, -1. Okay. Which is the basic unit of electric charge. Isn't it? So the mass of an electron is 9.11 into 10 power minus 27 gram. Okay, today we are going to talk about discovery of protons. Discovery of protons. Who discovered these protons? So E. Goldstein. So the existence of protons in the atoms was shown by E. Goldstein. Okay. The formation of cathode rays, I already we see that electron. The formation of cathode rays has shown that all the atoms contain negatively charged particles called electrons. Okay. Now, an atom is electrically neutral. So, it must contain some positively charged particles to balance the negative charge of electrons. Isn't it? Actually, it has been found by experiments that all the atoms contain positively charged particles called protons. So the existence of protons in the atoms was shown by E. Goldstein. Okay, students, the important thing is all the experiments that shows all the atoms means all the elements contain positively charged particles called protons. See, when Goldstein passed electricity at high voltage through a gas at very low pressure taken in a discharge tube, streams of heavy particles were given out by the anode. So in that J.J. Thomson used for that discovery of electron, same process, but he used for heavy particles using as an cathode. Okay, so the same thing only. So Goldstein passed electricity at high voltage through a gas at very low pressure. Okay, they will remove this top of vacuum pump and they will take all the air inside the air, okay, out. So and then they will give some gases. Okay, it may be hydrogen or oxygen, nitrogen, helium, whatever may be. So these streams of particles are called as anode rays. See here, this is anode ray. So why we called as this one is an anode ray means they give the streams of particle through anode. Okay, so only we tell this is an deflection of emission of anode rays. Emission of anode rays. Okay, so anode ray consists of positively charged particles. The very important thing is the mass and charge of the anode ray particles depends on the nature of gas taken in the discharge tube. But if you see the electron, it will be opposite. The mass and charge of the cathode ray particles does not depend on the nature of gas taken in the discharge tube. But for the proton, the mass and charge of the anode ray particles depends on the nature of gas taken in the discharge tube. So different gases like helium, neon, argon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, whatever may be the gases, give different types of anode rays which contain positively charged particles having different masses and different charges. But in the electron, all the gases form cathode rays. It was concluded that all the atom contain negatively charged particle called electrons. Okay. Goldstein taken this hydrogen gas in a discharge tube. Okay. So the hydrogen gas is the lightest gas and hydrogen atom is the lightest atom. Okay. So the positive particles obtained from hydrogen gas are the lightest and have the smallest charge. So the anode rays obtained from hydrogen gas are made up of the same type of positive particles. Okay, students. So these particles are called protons. So anode rays obtained from hydrogen gas are made up of the same type of positive particles. So these particles are called as a protons. So the anode rays obtained from hydrogen gas consist of protons. Now Goldstein explained the formation of proton like hydrogen gas consists of hydrogen atoms. When high electrical voltage is applied to hydrogen gas, the electrical energy removes the electron from the hydrogen atoms. This is very important. Okay, if we pass the high electrical voltage is applied to hydrogen gas, the electrical energy removes the electrons from the hydrogen atoms. Now, after the removal of negatively charged electron, what happened? From a hydrogen atom, a positively charged particle called proton is formed. Okay, students. After if we remove the negatively charged electron from a hydrogen atom, what happened? A positively charged particle called proton is formed. So these fast moving protons form a anode rays. So that means hydrogen atoms are the lightest of all the atoms. Okay. So hydrogen atoms form the lightest positively charged particles called protons. And another one, the heavier atoms of other gases. Hydrogen is a very lightest gas, but the heavier atoms of other gases form helium, neon, argon like gases form heavier positively charged particles which are made up of a number of protons held together. Okay, number of protons held together. So the proton is a positively charged particle found in the atoms of all the elements. That is important. The protons are located in the nucleus of an atom. It always in nucleus only. Neutron also in nucleus. Okay, proton and neutron in the nucleus. Electrons are revolving around the nucleus. So only hydrogen atom contains one proton. Okay, only hydrogen atom contains only one proton only, no nucleus. In its nucleus atoms of no neutron. In hydrogen only proton only available. Hydrogen atom contains one proton in its nucleus. Atoms of all other elements contain more than one proton. So see students, Goldstein passed electricity at a high voltage through a gas at very low pressure. Okay, taken a discharge tube. So streams of heavy particles were given out by the anode. Okay, the positive particles are going here, streams of, and the electron will be coming out of cathode. Okay, so Different gases give different types of anode rays which contain positively charged particles. Okay, he found this is one positively charged particle. So a proton is usually represented by the symbol P plus. P for proton and plus sign for positive charge. Okay. So the properties of protons is, number one is protons are positively charged particles. Second one, they carry a positive charge plus 1 equivalent to a unit of electron charge. And third one, mass of proton is equal to that of hydrogen. Okay, that means proton also same, hydrogen mass also same. That is 1.672 into 10 power minus 24 gram. Now we have to discuss about discovery of neutrons. Who discovered the neutrons? So after the discovery of protons and electrons, it was noticed that all the mass of an atom cannot be accounted on the basis of only protons and electrons present in it. For example, a carbon atom contains 6 protons and 6 electrons. Now the mass of electrons is so small that it can be ignored. The mass of electrons is so small it can be ignored. So the atomic mass of carbon should be only 6 unit, which is the mass of 6 protons, but carbon mass number should 12 unit. Okay, but the atomic mass of carbon should be only 6 unit, which is the mass of 6 protons. So this however is wrong, because the actual atomic mass of carbon is 12 unit. Okay, then how do we explain this extra mass of units? This is the question for James Chadwick. Okay, the James Chadwick is the father. James Chadwick father is a Rutherford. Okay, he is the student of Rutherford. So James Chadwick, this problem was solved by the discovery of another subatomic particle like neutron by James Chadwick in 1932. This particle is called a neutron. See students, the neutron is a neutral particle found in the nucleus of an atom. Okay, so atoms of all the elements contain neutrons except ordinary hydrogen atom, which does not contain any neutron. Okay, so the subatomic particle which is not present in a hydrogen atom is neutron. In an hydrogen atom, the absence of neutron, only proton and electron only present in the hydrogen atom. Okay, so a neutron is represented by the symbol N. Okay, how this Chadwick found this neutrons? Okay, they will do an experiment. Okay, he will take the helium. It is an alpha particle. Okay, the alpha particle source passed to this beryllium and paraffin wax. So in the time, the unknown particle will be formed. Okay, the unknown subatomic particles. Okay, so that is, it is same like an proton. Okay, the proton mass and neutron mass is same. See students, he will take helium as an alpha particle and then he take beryllium. Okay, helium atomic number 2, mass number 4, beryllium atomic number 4, mass number 9. It gives carbon and neutron. Okay, so it gives 6 carbon and 12, the mass number 12. If you calculate this helium and beryllium, 9 plus 4, 13. 12 plus 1, 13. Okay, 4 plus 2, 6. Here 6 plus 0, 6. Okay, so this is same. So the number of the charge of neutron is 0. Okay, so it is same like as a proton. Okay, this is a Chadwick experiment. And finally, properties of neutrons. Neutrons are neutral particles. Okay, so protons are positively charged particles. Protons are positively charged particles. Electrons are negatively charged particles. Finally, neutrons are neutral particles. So the mass of a neutron is 1.675 into 10 power minus 24 gram. Okay, the mass of neutron is 1.675 into 10 power minus 24. Properties of electron is, the properties of proton is 1.672. Okay, here neutron is 1675 into 10 power minus 24. Properties of proton is 1.672 into 10 power minus 24. The mass of electron is 9.11 into 10 power minus 27. Thank you, students. Thank you for your attention. Thank you. Thank you so much.